With Steve Diamond at Kingston Park, looking forward to Sunday's trip to Bristol Bears. Steve, before we do that though, looking back on the last home game against Leicester 3 weeks ago, value for money, it lasted for over 100 minutes. What were your recollections of that one?
Yeah, well, obviously a long duration second half, probably the longest I've ever been involved with, and we didn't get the right outcome, I don't think. I think we should have done. But fair play to Leicester for holding out. We managed to tick all the boxes in enthusiasm, motivation, desire, but we left the little bit between our ears in the changing room, and we just couldn't sum up the ability to score against a 12-13-man team, which there's no point labouring the point. We are where we are. It shows a team that does lack confidence, although there are lots of wins in those games of where we're coming from, where we're going to, but you know, let's be perfectly honest, we don't want to use jargon or gobbledygook. We should have won that game. We should have got bonus point at Exeter. That would have been 5 points on the log. If we're going to be successful and we're going to want more crowds to come like there was at Leicester and sponsorship, then the playing staff and the coaching staff have to realise that we have to deliver in these games.
We've got Bristol Bears away this weekend, and what sort of game can we expect down there, and what sort of shape of the squad in heading down there?
Well, we're playing the Harlem Globetrotters, aren't we? You know, the Will 15. They've got world-class players in a lot of positions, and for a small side like us going down there, it's going to be really difficult. They play an expansive game. They move the ball wide. They don't kick it off the field much. They've reverted to the way they were playing a couple of years ago, which suits them and the players that they recruit. So we've got to be defensively very good. Set piece. Their line-out's an awesome line-out on opposition ball. We've got to make sure we get that right. And we've got to turn up and have some fun and be competitive, and I'm pretty sure that's what we'll do.
In terms of injuries and availabilities, normally at this stage of the season everyone's battered and bruised, but it looked like you had good numbers out of training today.
Yeah, we seem to have a revitalised squad. There's the little knocks and bruises that were there 2 months ago when I came in seem to have eradicated themselves. We're still waiting on one or two, but generally we're picking from not far off a full fit squad, if I'm perfectly honest.
Thinking slightly further ahead than this weekend's game, we saw our first new player for next season announced, the prop Lewin De Bruyne from Edinburgh. You've worked with him before. What can you tell us about him?
Well, he's a very good workman-like, loose-head prop who can play on the other side. Not being too technical, but that's pretty difficult. You know, you don't often find players who can play on both. He's the right sort of build. He's muscular. He is fit. He has played at the highest level. He's played a lot of games, and that's what I need. I need experience coming in, really, to add to what we've already got.
In terms of the wider recruitment next season, obviously not expecting you to name names, but is that the kind of profile and background that you're looking for?
Yeah, predominantly English, people who've played in the Premiership, understand the competition, got 100 games or so under the belt. That's what I like. And are coming for the purpose, you know. They're coming to Newcastle for the same reasons I have, to get them off the bottom of the league and to be a highly respected club.